Out of nowhere, question of the week is going to both my guys, Chano Hayes,
Here.
Mr. Knit Ram.
Yep.
We have Survivor Series coming up this Saturday, as you know. I guess you could say I don't. It's not really a question. It's really going to be a 1v1. Chano Hayes versus Knit Ram. Give me your best five versus five in a Survivor Series match, and you cannot repeat names between the both of you.
Any companies, or we're sticking to?
Let's have some. Let's have some fun.
All time.
Let's
You going all time?
Let's go any company and all time. Let's start with Chano Hayes.
I get to name all my five right now.
Nah, one and one.
He was about to take everybody.
All right, give me Kenny Omega.
Okay.
Give me Eddie Guerrero.
You suck. Give me Roman Reigns.
That was my nice pick. Give me The Undertaker.
Give me Andre the Giant. Big boy.
Give me Prime Chris Jericho.
Still a shitty Chris Jericho. Give me a young Shawn Michaels.
Damn. Give me MJF.
Give me the most unhinged version of Hangman Adam Page. With the needle.
Give me the Zombie King.
This man is pandering.
Okay. You have your five. So we have Roman Reigns, Kenny Omega, Andre the Giant, Shawn Michaels, and Hangman Adam Page. Going up against, we have The Undertaker. You said Eddie Guerrero.
Prime Chris Jericho.
MJF.
And starting off the match, my boy, the Zombie King.
And starting off the match,
I'm having Andre the Giant start the match against Ant. let's say it's gonna be a long match. It's gonna be a long 5 minutes.
Zombie King is just gonna be like, damn, why did Ram do this to me?
I can barely walk. He ain't going far.
It don't matter. I'm talking about Andre was mobile.
Well, those are two good teams that you guys built. Chat, let us know who you thought has the best team and who might win. Other than that, fellas, we have a triple threat to talk about. We're going to talk about some Kofi Kingston, Mr. Xavier Woods, but we are also going to recap Mr. Full Gear because Mr. Chano Hayes was there, and we're going to talk some Survivor Series as well. Other than that, let's go ahead and start our show.
Four sides of the ring, four sides of the ring. Everybody out here got an opinion, your ego shall die in the ring. If the debate's getting heated, we heating, you know it's been fire in the ring. We them guys in the ring, leave with your pride in the sling. Four sides of the ring, four sides of the ring. Everybody out here got an opinion, your ego shall die in the ring. If the debate's getting heated, we heating, you know it's been fire in the ring. We them guys in the ring, leave with your pride in the sling. Four sides of the ring.
What is going on, Ringsiders? Your favorite faction is back. I am your host, Marcus Hernandez, the founder. I am with Knit Ram, and we are with Chano Hayes, Chano Theory, Chano the God. Wait. Did you take her last name?
No. She took mine.
Okay. That's a lot of last names she had to take then, because that's crazy. If you don't know our guy Chana, man, he got married. So congratulations to Mr. Chano Hayes.
Thank you, man.
How's life been treating you now as a married man?
I mean, it's the same. We have a kid together. We live together, so I just get to wake up like, damn. So whenever she says something now, I'll be like, yeah, but you married me though. I'm like,
that's facts.
You knew what you was getting into. You married me. It was like, it's not a surprise.
That's facts. Going on a honeymoon. All in Texas.
Yeah, that's definitely where my wife wanna go spend our honeymoon.
You're gonna go be the Zombie King of Barbados.
Just taking a full advantage of a Will Ospreay match. Be like, this is real graps.
No, man, that's facts. Well, you had a packed weekend, man. Rick 8Biz in the chat. I'm sorry, I can't speak tonight. He's in the chat. He says congratulations, my guy.
Appreciate you.
You had a packed weekend. You got married. You went to a GCW event.
Yeah.
At the mall. How was that? How was it seeing our guy Santana Jackson live and in person?
Oh, well, that was my honeymoon. Going to GCW at the American Dream Mall. Nah, it was fun, man. It was honestly really cool. Like, I was able to convince my wife, hey, let's go to the American Dream Mall. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Like, you know what I mean? I have a lot to go on over there. So we went. At first, we got there early before the event even started when they was doing the signatures. First person I saw was JBL, John Bradshaw Layfield. And I was like, I got to go talk to this man. I was like, respectfully, Mr. Layfield, I hated you my entire kid life because of what you did to Eddie Guerrero. But as an adult, I realized you were an incredible heel. And I love reading your stories about that you share with us about Eddie. I really do appreciate you for that. Really, really nice little conversation. And that was it. That was the first half of it. But then I was like, yo, there's another half of the table. Where is our guy, Santana Jackson?
Right.
Like where is he? So I ran around real quick. I found him, and it was finally great to meet him in person. Real cool guy, amazing in-ring wrestler in person. It was a real experience. It was a real joy. It was this is my second indie event. My first indie event is ECPW. To go watch a Zombie King wrestle because that'd be some OD shiesty shit. If I go to it, and my first indie event isn't my co-host's wrestling event. You know what I mean? It's kind of grimy.
Right,
like, yeah, come to my show, guys. Yeah, that's cool, no, but I'm gonna go to House of Glory first. Nah, no, but GCW event is cool. We saw a couple other people. Don't really remember their names because my son was with me, so he was running around and I had to make sure nobody snatched his cute ass up.
Right. Makes sense. That makes sense.
So it was a lot of things. It was cool, man. I enjoyed it.
It looked packed, man. It looked like there was a lot of people there, man, watching that event. There was a whole bunch of casual fans that haven't seen wrestling in a while. Didn't know anybody who was in the ring. They was enjoying it. It was like, oh my god. It was like oh, that was cool. And there was a great spot. It's like the only wrestler I know by name that was there was Megan Bain. Okay.
So, and she was like in a mixed tag with her partner facing two guys for the tag straps, and she was just dominating. She was just dominating the boys. You know what I mean? Like power move after power move.
Right.
And I was like, oh my god! You could tell there's people who haven't seen wrestling in about 10 years, or 10, 20 years. It's been a while since Ruthless Aggression era, but it was dope to see, man. Wrestling fans after a while coming back into the mix and see everything that was going on. It was dope, man.
China was probably in the crowd. You'll never be Natalia. Just give it up already.
It was funny because China was sending us pictures, and then I told Brandon, I was like, I feel like he's testing me to see if I know what these people are. So I would name everybody in the photo. I'm like, yeah, Bronze's Forever is awesome. Gringo Loco. I was like, he ain't gonna catch me slipping.
Bro, you better than me.
Go ahead.
Nah, indie wrestlers are like minor league players to me at this point. You know what I mean? You can name the greats, but you can't name them all.
Did your newlywed wife meet Santana Jackson? What was her thoughts on meeting the king of wrestling?
So she didn't come with me for that moment because what happened was my cousin Tino, he came down to meet me because we was going on to AEW later in the day.
Right.
And when he came, and so the signing was over like at 2. So he pulled up like a 120, and we went to Nickelodeon Universe to occupy my son for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, yo, I'm going to go meet these signatures. Now I was like, yo, I'm going to run up. I was like, yo, babe, I'll be right back. And I ran over there, and that's when I met Santana Jackson. But he was cool, man. Tino got to meet him, and it was really dope. I asked him if he was doing Bloodsport, but, you know, our guy had to fly back to Vegas.
Mm-hmm. Did he remember us? Did you?
He did, bro. 1,000% remember this. I thought he was gonna be a little Hollywood. I thought he was gonna be a little Hollywood, like 4 sides of the ring. Oh, those losers. He was like, oh nah, yeah, what's up, man? Like, I was like, oh yeah, great to finally meet you in person. Like I wasn't able to be there for the interview, but I love the interview. He was great guy, and great guy. We will have him back on soon. We got to make sure we work with his schedule.
No,
But
big facts, big facts.
He was great to meet in person.
We will definitely have him back on the show. Like you said, you went to Full Gear. Let's go ahead and talk about Full Gear first. First and foremost, it was an incredible card. I didn't get to watch it live. I watched it the next day. I was at a party. Shouts out to Paco, who's going to be having a beautiful baby boy. But yeah, so Full Gear Saturday was awesome. You were there in person. Off rip, what was your favorite match?
My personal favorite match, yeah, I go laugh because I should have on this match. The Costco guys versus QT Marshall. I swear to God.
You know what?
Personally, that was my favorite.
You know what? Last week I was shitting on him. I was saying that it's not good for wrestling. I don't care about him. I don't care that he hasn't been in the ring for 10, 20 years, however long it's been. But I will say he really impressed me.
With a broken foot.
With a broken foot. He really impressed me. I didn't think it was going to be as clean as it was. I was really hoping for like just a botchy match or something just nasty. You guys went crazy for the Rizzler.
Yes, bro. It was incredible, man. When I went in, because me and Tyner went in, I was like, you know what? The Costco guys won me over. I was like, I don't know how he did it, but he won me over. So the two matches before was Deonna Purrazzo versus Anna Jay. Crickets, which sucks because Newark is Deonna Purrazzo's hometown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is her hometown with her people, when it was crickets. But then again, that match happened at like 6:30, 6:45. There was barely anybody in. Then after that, it was a fatal 4-way with Buddy Matthews, and we popped for Buddy. When I tell you, I thought I was alone in my Buddy Matthew fandom. Nah, we popped crazy for Buddy. It was insanity. But yeah, man, we was joking. We was like, yo, what's his finisher gonna be? Is it gonna be the mandible claw with a double chunk chocolate cookie? Just suffocating QT Marshall? Like, what is it? What's gonna be?
Oh man,
it was incredible, man. We popped, bro. I'm telling you, when Big Justice hit that spear, we blew the lid off. That arena, man. It was.
No, yeah, man. You guys you guys were just walling out. I mean, for a lot of matches, you guys were just walling out, and it was really great to see, because I think a lot of people were underestimating this card. They were thinking it wasn't going to be good because it was a short number of matches, but the matches had quite some length to them. Nick Ram, you had the opportunity to watch from home off rip. What was your favorite match?
I did. I actually left that party that we were both at to watch this pay-per-view. That is a true story. I said, yo, the pay-per-view's on. I got to go. So, it's like I predicted, man. The Kyle Fletcher match, to me, was incredible. There was so much to it. And, people were crapping on it. Oh, this is the problem. They move too fast. They're not selling enough. Dude took a pile driver on the steel steps. There wasn't 1 second where I felt like that match was bad. But it wasn't my favorite match of the night. Regardless of, they might have had a clunky spot or two, I still think the Jay White Hangman feud is like one of my favorite things right now. I think anything Hangman is like my favorite things right now. Yeah. Came out the heel tunnel, left in the heel tunnel.
Yeah, I mean, no, it was a really good match. Chana, you had the opportunity to finally write Jay White off your list of watching him perform live. How was that, man?
It was great, man. It was my one complaint about this pay-per-view is that you had great matches like span throughout the card, but sometimes a match would have us so white hot that we would be burned out during the next match. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But that Jay White Hangman match was amazing. I was praying that Jay White would pull that through. I was like, Hangman doesn't need this win. Give it to Jay White. Rebuild Jay White in the main event scene.
Yeah.
Jay White is the savior. And then he surprised me at the end, man.
Everybody seemed to I think everybody seemed to like that match too, and especially with the Jay White, that the finisher was just so smooth. The ending of that match was just so smooth. Like he just hit it, got the pin, and got up out of there like he's supposed to. Let's talk about. Brandy's not here, so you guys got all freedom in the world to go ahead and just shit on Mercedes Moné, but a lot of people were saying that match was not good. Let me get your thoughts on it. China Hayes, you were there live.
The first half of the match wasn't really good at all. I thought it was terrible. But the second half, admittingly, your boy was kind of lit, and your boy went up to go get a margarita halfway through the match. So I told the guys on my road to let me know how Mercedes won, because she wasn't dropping a Chris Stanley in Newark. You know what I mean? bro, I legit went to go get a margarita. Bro, I legit went to go get a margarita. And I don't know if you know this, but in Newark, in the stadiums, they sell bacon, egg, and cheeses. So I got me a bacon, egg, and cheese
That's
and a
hilarious.
margarita. And then when I came back, they was like, "Yeah, she wanted a roll up." It was a good match. So there was like, it picked up though. I was like, "Oh, okay." I'm like,
it
"That's
really
nice."
did. It really did.
I believe it. Listen, I
we were
believe it.
texting during this. I was like, "It's starting to pick up," and you were like, "I guess."
Yeah, bro, I was up. Bro, I was up.
It took a little too long to pick up, I think, is one of the issues they had. They wasted a good 10 minutes doing absolutely nothing, in my opinion. Another issue I had with the match, I think the match was fine, especially the second half. They really, like, the girls went all out. Chris did incredible, and Mercedes looked great. She looked like Mercedes for that second half of the match. The problem is that Mercedes won clean. With no interference, no anything. There's no point. Like, they're kind of ruining the brick house at this point. What's the point of having a bodyguard if you don't need her to win matches? You know what I mean? And like, I get that. Like, to me, there should have been, with the cast, an arm slip up. You know, the basic, I tripped you on the rope and now Mercedes won.
Right.
Something's dumb. But she beat her clean. There's nowhere to advance the story. Chris lost. She just lost. You know what I mean? There's nowhere to advance the story at this point.
Just gotta hope maybe Willow comes back and tries to avenge her friend.
I think Julia Hart is coming back for her title. They keep saying in the promos, "Come home." So I think her home is that title. So
that is true.
I just think they mean her home is like with the House of Black.
With the House of Black, I agree with that too. But I don't see her as a world title contender personally. Not because she's bad. I think it's not, like I said, not because she's bad. I think she's still in that young phase where that TBS title was perfect for her.
I can see what you're saying about that. Yeah,
I'll take. I think she can go for the world title because Mariah's not really doing nothing with it either. They're gonna fall in a position where when Tony comes back, if Tony comes back, they're gonna have to put the strap on her because she's the only one that can really carry that women's division.
That's true too.
Truthfully and honestly,
that's true. Truthfully and honestly, Tony Storm is the only person.
They tried better on their women's division.
They tried doing it with Saraya, couldn't do it. They did it with I don't want to butcher old girl's name, the one who beat Saraya for the women's title,
Cheetah,
and then Tony Storm won it back immediately. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, if you do it right and build it right, Deonna Purrazzo could probably be that person. It's just really hard to get behind her sometimes.
Dude, she got no pop in her hometown.
It was not
DMD levels are bad right now.
It's not her Tiana's fault. It was 6:30, bro.
Time.
Doors open at 6. You know what I mean? Like they just threw it on for giggles. But the issue with Mariah May's payoff to win the title was phenomenal. The booking afterward, that's what was terrible. You know what I mean?
True.
And I think she drops the belt to Mina.
I think so too.
I think she drops the belt to Mina, and then whatever the pay-per-view they're holding out in Japan, that's when they're gonna put the strap back on the AEW girlie.
Wrestle Dynasty?
Wrestle Dynasty.
It's their version of Forbidden Door, yeah.
And they might put it on Mercedes. She might drop the TBS strap by then and go for the AEW title.
Which wouldn't be too bad. They love her out there in Japan, and she is their champion too. So who knows? Let's talk about this main event. Everybody said, was too graphic, scratching his back, and it was bloody. It was weird. I've seen a lot of people say it was weird to see Orange Cassidy in that kind of like situation in the ring with Jon Moxley. I personally thought the match was good. I thought Orange Cassidy did an amazing job keeping up with Jon Moxley's style of wrestling, and it was good to see Orange Cassidy in a different setting when it comes to professional wrestling and something hardcore like that. Jono, were you surprised that Moxley was bleeding? Because we haven't seen him bleed in such a long time.
Was he even bleeding? I didn't even see the blood.
Yeah, apparently they saved it off in the main event.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I saw OC was bleeding. OC was leaking.
Yeah, he was from the back, from the face.
Yeah, OC.
My man John got to cut his nails, bro.
I'm not gonna hold you. When OC came through with the orange punches, immediately in the match, I was like, "Let's go!" Like, bro, I was like, whatever voice I had left from the Big Justice match, I spent it on the main event. Even though I knew OC wasn't gonna win, man, but I hate the Bluey Combat Club. But bro, with the orange punches, he was going crazy. I was like, "Let's go!" Tyler was in my ear going, "Let's go, Mox!" I'm like, "Fuck, fuck, Mox, you're walking home." I was like, "OC, OC,"
and you came up short,
bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I knew OC wasn't gonna win, but when Willow came out for the save against Marina, bro, I was like, "There's a chance! There's a chance!" Because I knew Wheeler didn't show up yet. I was like, Wheeler's gonna blow this.
Did you?
When Willow popped up, I was like, "There's a chance! There's a chance!" Bro, I was going crazy. I was like, "There's a chance! We believe! And then Willow popped up and just.
Did you think Christian Cage was gonna cash in?
Oh, bro, I was losing my fucking mind. I was going, bro, I was losing my mind. The last 5 minutes, a Hangman popped out limping. I was like, "Oh, this is crazy." Then Christian Cage popped up. We heard the music, popped. I was like, "Fucking do it!" I was like, "Get him the fucking sit." But I was wilding out.
Tom turned around and was like, "That's my dad."
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. I was wilding. I was really wilding. There was some young kids behind me, and I was trying to tell them John Morrison was Will Ospreay before Will Ospreay, but they didn't want to hear me.
They don't want to hear that noise.
They didn't want to hear that.
Nobody wants to hear that.
I was like, "Yeah, okay." I'm like, the Swordship Pain is better than what he does today.
Yeah. Overall, it was definitely a good pay-per-view. Would you say it was better than Forbidden Door, Chana, since you were technically at both?
Let me see. I will say we were there for the beginning of Jack Perry's reign and the end of Jack Perry's reign.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go. Yeah, I like Full Gear more than Forbidden Door. The only reason the Mox match at Forbidden Door really took the air out the building.
Okay.
That wasn't a great match at all. That was.
Okay, well, let's move on. ESPN did a 30 under 30 list. I'm not sure if you guys seen it or not, but they listed the top 30 wrestlers that are under the age of 30, and there was quite a few names on here. Starting with number 1, the guy of all guys, the GOAT himself, Mr. Dominic Mysterio. List off at number 1. Is this the perfect spot for him? Knit Ram.
So I said this in the chat. I get it. If you're talking about popularity, doing shows, and all that, then I agree. Dom is the number 1 guy. If this was a list of best wrestler under 30, I think he'd still be top 10. I wouldn't put him at number 1, personally. But if you're talking about the full package, yeah, there's nobody more over than Dom. As a heel, he'll be over as a face. He's a merch seller. He's been in one of the top stories on a TV that's outside the bloodline. So I get it. Dom being number 1 makes perfect sense in an overall aspect. But there's some names on this list that I think are just out of place.
John, how are you feeling about Dom?
I'm biased as hell, so it's much deserved. You know what I mean?
That's how I feel. It's much deserved. Put the strap on him.
Bro, put the strap on him, bro. I watch Raw strictly for Dom Mysterio segments. I shit you not. In all due actuality, if this is based on pure wrestling performance, he shouldn't be top 10. You know what I mean? There's some people on this list. There's some studs on this list. MJF, Tony Storm.
Personally, I thought
all deserved. Mariah May, she needs to
Braun Breaker.
again. Takashita, superstar, bro. You know what I mean? Jack Perry should not be number 7. That's absolutely outlandish. Kyle
He said
Fletcher at 8.
Takashita. Takeshka.
My fault, bro. I'm reading it. I know it's Takeshka, but I'm reading it as Takashita.
Hey, you almost sound like MJF when he was like, "Take a shitter."
Braun Breaker being 11 is crazy. I am not
one thing that popped out to me, and I'm trying to make it make sense. Rick 8-Bit says ESPN needs to stick to college ball. He might be right because how is Dragon Lee number 29, but you have Hook at 17?
Well, look, I can argue this. Once again, if you look at it as a full aspect, who does more shows? Who's doing this? Hook is constantly on, for most part, on TV. Dragon Lee's barely in promos with the LWO. So in an aspect, I kind of understand why Hook would be higher up. Hook being over Roxanne Perez is wild.
That is pretty wild. Too.
Outlandish.
Roxanne should be top 5.
And she's number 20, bro. It's outlandish.
It slapped me in the face. I almost went outside and fought my neighbor.
Are you surprised that there's more AEW than WWE stars on this list?
No.
Nah, WWE's a old place, man.
Yeah, but yeah, think about it. They actually did the research. They got AJPW. Like I guess they really had a wrestling fan really do this list. Marigold, New Japan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They really had.
I don't know. I just
really look in and do this shit.
I just feel like Dragon Lee should be up there a little bit higher. Gabe Kidd, I feel like should also be up there a little bit higher. He's 100%. An incredible talent. He's an incredible talent.
I hate to say it, Logan Paul could be up higher.
Nah,
like, I hate to say it. Logan's really good.
He doesn't wrestle enough for me.
He is. Konosuke Takeshita should definitely be top 5.
Takeshita's filthy, man.
Yeah, he should definitely be top 5.
Listen, I want to beat the allegations. It's not that Ricochet and Takeshita's match was terrible. There's just no possible way in hell they was able to follow up Ospreay and Fletcher.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. 100%.
You just can't do it. And we were burnt out from that match. Like me and my brother-in-law, we've been to a couple of wrestling matches. For the most part, he watches the matches, he enjoys the matches, and he just sits down throughout. He doesn't get up in those spots. But Fletcher and Ospreay had that man standing up like holy shit. Especially when he did the tombstone from the apron onto the steps. He's like, "There's no fucking way." I was like, "Yeah, buddy, welcome to hell."
It's pretty crazy that Tiffany Stratton's 18. Like Hook's over Tiffany Stratton, Willer Yuta, Gabe Kidd. Julia Hart I can make sense on Julia Hart because she's been hurt a little. She hasn't been around.
But you know why though?
Talk to me.
Hook's a New York nigga. I don't make the rules, man.
You don't make the. You're right. We don't make the rules. You're absolutely right. He is
Austin
from New York.
Theory is 15.
Theory's filthy. He doesn't, bro.
Now Theory is filthy. Theory actually has a bag. I know I was hating on him when we first started this show. I just didn't like him as USA champion. But he is filthy. You got to give it to the kid. He's nasty.
I get it, but I'm not putting him over Jordan Grace. I'm not putting him over Roxanne Perez. I'm not putting him over Gabe Kidd.
I'm not going to. I would put also Theory above Jordan Grace.
Yeah, I would definitely put him over Jordan Grace.
Yes, she had a bro. If we just talking about the year, about the year, Jordan Grace, yes, but Austin Theory is legit the full package as a wrestler.
It's like you said, if we're talking full package, Theory's the guy.
Theory is filthy, and it sucks that every time he gets that push, those allegations of him, allegations pop up every single time, and it just derails the shit out of him, honestly. But do
you guys feel like they missed anybody on this 30 under 30 list that could have been on there?
You know who's not on this list? It could have been top 100 under 30. You know who wouldn't be on this list? Trick Williams, and that's my trick game for the day. That's all it is.
I guarantee you, Trick was number 31. I promise you.
You know what? Maybe we should have some fun trying to and maybe we should do a 40 over 40, a 45 list, a 30 over 40.
Number
30 over 45.
Number one,
I'm not gonna hold you.
It's
Jeff Jarrett, 1,000%. I'm gonna need like some time, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. Bro, during the Bobby Lashley swerve match, I was shitting on Bobby the whole entire time.
That was a good match.
But I was shitting on fucking on Bobby. Cause bro, I tell you right now, like you guys think Tyler's a cool person. He brings out the worst in me. I swear to God, he does. Bro, he's talking about Bobby Lashley's in the show. I'm like, bro, he's 48 years old. You think he has a bag? Like, what are we doing here? So So when I came back from my second margarita thing, I saw Bobby had a power slam. I'm like, ooh, I never seen a power slam like that. He didn't do that in the E. I was just shitting on Bobby Lashley. I'm like, bro, he's 48 years old. I was like, Big Justice has a better spear than Bobby Lashley. But I was just sitting on, bro. I had the whole entire row cracking up, bro, because I was just sitting on Lashley.
Oh, this man.
I was just sitting on him. I'm like, bro, he's 48. What do you want from him?
Maybe I think we should do that. I think we should do a 30 over 45 list and drop it for everybody.
Just side fact. I know y'all saw it, but props for Bobby handling that question correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
100%.
I mean, he's a vet. I would. He's a vet. You know what I mean?
48,
20
like
years
Channel
in.
says, he should know how to do this.
48 years old. If he didn't know how to avoid the press at 48 years old, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? You're almost an elderly man. You qualify for an AARP card. You should know how to handle the
MVP
media.
was great too. We don't answer your questions. Who's next?
Yeah. Bro, it was insane.
Oh man, fellas. Friday night, man. Jade Cargill was murdered. You could say she was murdered Friday night. She looked like she was taken out by somebody who might be as big as her. We don't know. Turns out she is really injured. So Jade, we do hope that you get healthy, you get better, and you do return soon. But in kayfabe aspect, who do you guys think took out Jade Cargill? Let's start with Naram.
I'm on the wall. I don't know how Bianca's song goes, actually. Bianca Belair. I was going to try to sing her song, but honestly, I don't know how it goes. It's got to be Bianca. But also isn't going to make sense. Like, why would Bianca do this to vacate because they're going to vacate the tag titles.
That is true.
I've seen a lot of people say Bayley, and I'm like, Bayley could not lift Jade Cargill like that. That girl is laid out like someone palmed her stomach and threw her on that windshield. It's Bianca Belair.
Some people are suggesting Naomi as well after her comments on Monday night.
You know what? Could be Lash Legend. She big.
True.
And she took her spot in the U.S. title thing. She just happened to be available.
You know, I like your answer with Bianca, and for some odd reason, Bianca makes sense. And like you said, why would she do it? And I think she's doing it because maybe she feels like Jade holds her back from just the bigger picture, the bigger title aspect, right? She lost her United States champion tournament match. Maybe she might be in this new title that was introduced in Raw, which we'll get to a little later in the show. But she's not in main world title picture. She's just been doing this tag team thing for forever, and she's been carrying Jade since her start.
Here's why that don't make sense. Bianca was already wrestling for like 10 minutes. You know what I mean? The match was already 10 minutes long, plus the intros. You telling me sis had enough time, scrap her real quick, throw her into a windshield, come out unbothered, wrestle for 10 minutes, and then do it before a title opportunity match.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just to run out? Nah, it was.
It's wrestling, man. It's wrestling.
I see what you're saying. There's speculations aspect too, right? We have some women who are supposed to be coming back from injury. You have an Asuka, you have a Charlotte Flair, you have maybe a Becky Lynch. Do you think any of three of those women could be the call?
I ain't gonna lie. If it's Charlotte Flair, they better handle this with respect because it's gonna look racist as hell. I'm just saying, if it's Charlotte Flair, they need to
the more racist, the better. Make it as problematic as humanly possible. You know what I mean?
But
honestly, I think it was Naomi.
I can see. I'm not gonna lie. I could see it being Naomi as well. Everybody was kind of confronting her on X, and she was like, "Why would I do that? I'm just trying to move on." That's what she would want. She would want us to move on.
She put a yes or no poll if people think she attacked Jade, and it was like a 49-50, and she's like, "Why is this so close?"
But yeah, I mean, we'll find out this upcoming Friday after Thanksgiving who's going to be taking her spot in that match for the United States Championship.
They already announced it. Oh no, not the United States, or not the United States match. They did the War Games match.
They announced the War Games match, which we'll be talking about that too.
The United States match is Lash Legend. Do I spoil that? You heard it here first.
No, we're from the future. So Netram has mythical powers that we tap into every once in a while. And they hit him like visions, and he said he saw Lash Legend in a triple threat match. taking
Rick
Jade's
8-Bit
spot.
says he wants Bianca too. So hey,
I don't know, Rick.
I don't know.
I think-
It's a little fishy. We'll see. We'll see
Rick,
how it
yo,
all
Rick has
unfolds.
Rick has a hot take in Survivor Series. It never comes true. I just got to block Rick 8-Bit for putting it out into the universe.
He says Bianca Jade would cook at Mania, and I agree. I think that would be a really good match to cook at Mania.
I don't know if anybody's updated on her injury, but they actually said that it's a minimum of 3 months at best, but it could possibly be a year. So
you don't want her. You don't want her gone for a year.
Yeah,
I mean,
she's gone for a year. She's losing a lot of momentum. She's out for a year.
Yeah, she's out for a year. Don't even bring her back. Send her back to AEW.
Jesus.
That's OD.
Also Friday night, man, general manager Nick Aldis threatening some wrestlers, man, saying, "Yo, if I want to get back in the ring, I will, because I deserve it. I should be in that ring. I should be able to step on that canvas." Should Nick Aldis?
Chris Van Vliet. It was an interview
yeah.
with Chris Van Vliet.
Oh, he said that in the interview. I thought he said that to a rap. I thought he said that to.
No. He was just like talking. He was just talking shit. He was just talking his shit. But should Nick Aldis get one more match?
I mean, he deserves it.
I mean, so I don't care for old boy.
Channel, you're missing out, man. You're missing out. Because there's something about Nick Aldis that it's just like he's the guy, and for story reasons, you could tell so many. So he's Magnus in TNA. I don't know if we're all familiar with that, but he's Magnus was the champion at one point who actually sent off a lot.
Magnus TA.
He sent off a lot of wrestlers. His last match was AJ Styles. AJ Styles left. Last match with Drew Galloway. Drew Galloway left. He was the guy that they would use for these sendaways because he was the guy. Then when Cody did his All In, he said it. He goes, "I want to fight Nick Aldis for the belt that my father held." And he fought Nick Aldis. He won. He held that belt. When Nick Aldis became a free agent, the first thing I told Marcus was he's perfect for WWE. He's a Triple H kind of guy. When Nick Aldis was not a wrestler, I was real upset. And then I watched this interview, and he talks about it, that he has 2 contracts. He has one as a backstage producer, and he has one as an on-screen character, and they have 2 separate dates with 2 different obligations. And he's like, I want to lace up my boots. I'm just waiting for them to give me the green light that it's okay. I've been healthy for 2.5, 3 years. I can do this, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, why are we not using Nick Aldis? The other day, Adam Pearce took a RKO, but Nick Aldis was not touched. And I kind of I sit there and I'm just like, he needs one more match. If he does one more match, you do it against Cody Rhodes. And I hate to bring AEW into conversation, but you bring up the fact that when Cody started the company, he did not call Nick Aldis.
True. It's interesting because Rick 8-Bit says the same thing. Low key, I want Cody versus Aldis for the WWE title.
The story's there.
I have a great idea, right? We do a WWE draft all the time. So why don't we have the general manager from Raw versus the general manager from SmackDown? Winner gets the number 1 pick. And if you want to do a triple threat just for shits and giggles, you throw Eva in there too. So NXT, you know what I mean? NXT gets number 1 pick went to the contract.
What's old boy Robert Stone? She'll send him, and they'll both just squash him.
But now, yeah, I somewhat agree with you. I do think Nick Aldis. It would be cool to see him in the ring, right? It'd be cool to see him do these things. But maybe Chano also has a point. It's just like, dude, you're general manager, stick to it. You're the best general manager right now in WWE because you actually have a backbone. Adam Pearce is getting there, right? He's learning finally how to put his foot down to some of these guys. But
he don't mean that shit.
But I mean, I think Nick Aldis versus Adam Pearce, you know what I mean, would be a good matchup.
I mean, like he said, he doesn't care against 2. He thinks he just deserves 1 WWE match on his resume, and he does. Not a Rumble match, not a Rumble spot, but an actual bell-to-bell ring. And I think he'll get the same reaction now McGinnis got for AEW.
You think they call Daniel Bryan? Because I guess Daniel Bryan's that guy.
He would not, bro. It's 2 different companies, 2 different cultures, right? Like WWE's for the cheering, the very cheering base. You know what I mean? You think some 8-year-old's gonna care about Nick Aldis' first and last WWE match for the Graps? No, they want to be emotionally drawn in.
Mm-hmm. That's
And
true.
that's the thing about Nigel McGuinness. It was different because most wrestling fans have been wrestling fans for a minute, right? It's not something you just introduced to. This is something you've been following your whole entire life as an adult. So you vividly remember Nigel McGuinness' wrestling career and when it got called short. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Naram, you've been following Nick Aldis' career for a little while, right?
Yeah. TNA
So
days.
of course you care about Nick Aldis' first and last WWE match. But you can't sell the match to somebody, to a 12-year-old who only knows WWE and doesn't know anything about NWA, only knows about TNA from Joe Hendry and a few other people. You know what I mean? This is like you can't sell. You're not going to be able to make like it's going to literally be a juice box match for most of the kids. Most of the kids are going to get up during this, throw on a Mr. Beast episode, and then check back in after the match is done.
But if you tell the story, because Cody's going to Netflix, and I think Nick Aldis is going to Raw, and Adam Pearce will be going to SmackDown, because apparently Netflix is real big on who they want, and Nick Aldis is on that list. You could easily just tell the story where Nick starts screwing Cody because he's hateful.
I'm not gonna.
And you get that one match that he deserves at a B show pay-per-view.
I'm not gonna hold you. If USA does not have a backbone and stick up for themselves, you know what I mean? That'd be insane. There's no way in hell you can let Raw get Roman, Cody, Bianca, and all the motherfuckers. That's just bananas.
Yeah, nobody would watch SmackDown. I don't think Cody's leaving SmackDown. I think they would much rather have Cody on live television than have him on a stream. But
y'all say that, but real fans were sticking with SmackDown in Jimmy Wang Yang days. When they had nobody.
I'm one of those fans.
I mean,
when they had nobody.
You know why I was one of those fans? Because your boy didn't have cable, so I didn't have a choice. I was watching Monday Night Raw on Sundays afternoon on Telemundo. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I didn't have a choice. That's why I was watching SmackDown.
Rick says, China, with his track record, he's just gonna go ahead and call it Aldis is an entry at the Rumble.
That'd be terrible. You know what, Rick? You have any lotto numbers for me at this point, Brody? You wanna help me build some generational wealth?
Last week, Chana, you weren't with us. You were off getting married, having the time of your life. So we had the one and only Brendan the Guy from Championship Culture. Make sure you guys go check out that episode. Go follow Brendan the Guy and Championship Culture, Wrestling Realm, all the things that our friends do over there. Nit Ram called something, and he was right. And when it happened, Chana texted the group chat and said, "Damn, Martin was right."
I hated it so much.
I'm not gonna lie, I hated it too. CM Punk is the 5th member for Survivor Series for the OG Bloodline. Chana, what are your thoughts on this?
First, I popped insane to Paul Heyman. Just when Paul Heyman came out and he just says, "My name is Paul Heyman," I was just top of my lungs screaming that shit. Ness came out. She was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" She was like, "This how you spending?" She was like, "This how you spending a wet evening?" And I was like, "Yeah, what's wrong with Mr. Paul Heyman? He's the greatest of all time." And then we got a 5th man, and the real sicko on me wanted Brock Lesnar.
Yes,
you know,
yeah,
that's the beast incarnate. But instead, we got Pepsi Phil, and I'm not mad about Pepsi Phil. You got there's a lot of directions you can go with this, right? But first and foremost, you need to wrap up this bloodline saga. Like, at least put a button in it. So what's gonna happen? Is CM Punk gonna screw Roman at War Games and have Solo pin Roman once again, and then we have Roman versus Solo until inevitably we get Roman and Rock at Mania? Because I still feel like they kept Seth and CM Punk away from each other for WrestleMania specifically. I feel like they specifically want this to happen at Mania. So it's a lot of story that could be told. Is Heyman fucking with Punk? Is he going to be pulling double manager duty with the both of them?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, what's next for Pepsi Phil? For the Philmander?
How hype were you when CM Punk came out? Were you ready to play the lottery?
Bro, he
I was
wasn't
hyped enough to
watching.
do my fantasy booking.
Bro, he wasn't watching.
I know
We hit the
he
group
wasn't
chat, I was
watching.
like,
Chat. Just know Nitram does not watch SmackDown. He
Or
only
Raw.
watches Raw. He
I
only
watch
watches
Raw.
NXT.
He does
When
not
it's
watch
good.
Raw.
When it's good.
In fact, he didn't want to record. He didn't want to do this episode because NXT was on.
That's facts.
Bro, I was like, yo, you were right. He's like, oh, what's happening? I was like, what's happening? Oh, it's a main event of SmackDown. What are you talking about? What's
Bro, look,
happening?
I said the same thing.
On Friday nights, I'm watching movies with my kid. Okay, I only get to see him like 4 days a week.
Don't play the good dad card.
Yeah.
Don't play the good dad card. What's wrong with you?
But I think Chano's right on it. I think CM Punk. I think when all the teams are gonna be laid down, it's gonna be CM Punk, Roman looking at Solo. And CM Punk's gonna hit the GTS on Roman and tell Solo it's yours. Then the next night, or if the pay-per-view's on Saturday, I guess on Monday night, Paul Heyman will cut a promo and say, I asked him to do that because when these guys were beating me up and destroying me and all that, you sat at home and watched. But he called me. He made sure I was okay. He took care of me, but you watched. And then we'll get a Punk Roman match because Punk said that when he first came in. Eventually, me and Roman, while I'm climbing up the mountain and Roman's falling down it, we will have to collide. This is all foreshadowed.
I'm not going.
I see what you're saying.
And plus, it makes sense. I don't see Paul Heyman ever being a babyface manager. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, there was a lot of speculation when all this happened. I'm not gonna lie, IWC was on it. I mean, there was like play-by-play pictures. Everything was going on. I seen in one video, it was just like, look how Paul Heyman winks his eye at Jimmy, and Jimmy smiles, shaking his head like, yeah, we got him, right? Rick 8-Bit says it here too. Makes sense with the last time Punk was on SmackDown, and then he's happy about the Paul Heyman outfit. Looks a lot like Solo.
Yep, nightclub bouncers.
Which is a terrible outfit. We really need to get Solo in a better outfit. Like, I know this man's making money. Come on, WWE, you gotta put this man in a nice, clean suit or something. But yeah, it was. I'm not gonna lie. When he came out, I'm with you, man. Paul Heyman came out. I said, "Oh, he's back. Let's go." And then he was like, "It's not gonna be 4 versus 5. It's gonna be 5 versus 5." And I'm like, okay, just don't call out CM Punk. It's all you got. You can call anybody in the world right now. Just don't call out CM Punk. You could have dropped the it's the Big Show. I probably would have popped. You know what I mean? But
I would have not popped. I saw Big Show's fat ass walk down the ramp, and I was concerned.
No, I'm just playing. But no, I just didn't want CM Punk. It's just. Man, I just want to get over. I just want this guy to be done with. You just retire, hang up your boots, bro. It is what it is. But Nitram makes it make sense.
You know what sucks? It makes sense. You know why it makes sense? Bronson Reed just joined the new bloodline. There's no reason that he's going to join the new bloodline just to leave the new bloodline immediately because they disbanded.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I think Solo's going over. Yo, honestly, who has it better than Solo? My man has great booking. My man's about to pin Roman Reigns twice, back-to-back shows. Who has it better? Who has it better than Solo?
And his character work.
His character is getting a lot better. Bro, he's cracking me up. But Seth was like talking, he's like, I'll never team with Roman Reigns. He's like, never gonna team with. I was cracking up. His facial expressions are.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I know Nitram doesn't watch Solo's performances live. He's getting these off of WWE social clips. That's crazy.
He's on SmackDown, man. I'm too busy being a good father. Sorry.
Have you seen Wild Robot yet?
I have not, but it's on my list.
Put on Wild Robot. Put on Wild Robot, bro. Just fuck it, be evening.
It's not good.
No. It's a great movie, but you will shed a little tear. I promise you.
Oh man.
Rick says Bronson Reed would be perfect in Pacific Island wrestling.
Yes. So if you did not know, me, Rick 8-Bit, and Modeling Off the Mic, we have a wrestling promotion called SPW, Samoan Professional Wrestling, and we hire all the up and coming Samoan professional wrestlers to our promotion, and we pay them in Waffle House and the tribal tattoos. We don't have champions. We have the beads. Every chief of a division will have the beads of a different color. Lance Anoa'i was our world chief, but he signed to the NXT, so that is now vacant, and we now have to sign Jace Uso, 8 years old, Jey Uso's son, as our world champion.
Okay. With that being said, let's take a small break and we'll be right back.
Dive into a world where every pinfall, every suplex, and every promo is celebrated in fashion. From the legendary 3-count trivia to the iconic bad guy wrestling, we've got the latest gear to elevate your wrestling wardrobe. Show off your passion for the squared circle. It's not just clothing, it's a lifestyle. Come shop with us and unleash your inner champion at foursidesofthering.com. That's foursidesofthering.com.
foursidesofthering.com. You can cop all our newest merch that Brandy Savage has been working on. We don't have a down bad pick of the week. He didn't mail it in this week, so we're not going to go ahead and do that. We are going to move on, fellas. I have a question, man. Lately, these past few weeks, man, our world heavyweight champion been getting his ass beat by Damien Priest. Chano, should Gunther be taking these beatings from Damien Priest the way he is right now?
I mean, I hate to say, I don't really care for this Gunther world title run anyway. I said I'm a little Gunther titled out at the moment. I do give them props for being a little creative, you know what I mean? Not give us the same old thing week in and week out with him, but I'm over it.
Network, how you feeling?
I hate it. Dude, I hate this whole booking that they've got for him, because all this told me, and it's like Chano said, maybe we're Gunther'd out, but all this told me was Gunther would destroy the mid card, but when he goes to the main event level, he can barely hang. Yeah, he's world champion, but dude is questioning himself. He's not confident. He's constantly getting jumped in the back. Damien Priest looks like a badass when, I mean, like, you're doing everything at the cost of your world champion, who is probably the most dominant person you had on the roster, and I hate it. I just hate it.
But that makes sense, though. You know what I mean? Because he was running through these mid-carders, and towards the tail end of the mid-carders, he was struggling and barely pulled those W's out. You know what I mean? He barely won against Jay.
It took a main eventer to go down and actually beat him.
Yeah, Sammy. You know what I mean? So it makes sense in the story. Damien Priest was whipping his ass at SummerSlam. You know what I mean? He won the strap off of Finn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then he ran it back with Sammy. He beat Sammy convincingly this time. And he's done it a few other times. He beat Randy clean. But that's how it's supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be a smooth transition where he's still dominating at the top level now. He needs some type of competition. Whether or not that right guy is Damien Priest, who knows? But they also need to regain Damien Priest's strength in the main event scene since he only lost a shot due to Finn Balor. You know what I mean?
It's one of those things. It's like Chano said, you know, I think Gunther has had enough 80-20 matches, and now it's about time he's had these 50-50 matches.
Yeah. It is what it is. Because I guarantee you, when you have Seth versus Gunther, that's going to be a way closer match than people would want it to be. I'll tell you that right now.
And we're gonna get into our predictions. But you know, it is crazy. Gunther went through a table, got beat in the back. You know, and like Nate Ram said, he's questioning himself. Can he do this? He told Ludwig to go somewhere. He's trying to figure it all out. So you know, who knows what's going to happen Saturday? We're going to talk about it. Speaking about Ludwig, he had an Intercontinental Championship match. Sheamus decided, you know what? I'm going to get my face back, and I'm going to interrupt this match. Adam Pearce makes it a triple threat. Was this a good call, Nit Ram?
Yeah, because you don't want Sheamus to lose. Like, Ludwig's great. He's fabulous. I think he is a future mid-card champion for sure. He's going to have a great career. But Braun Breaker needs to retain, and someone has to take the pin. You don't want that person to be Sheamus. Because Sheamus' whole goal is he needs to become an Intercontinental Championship. And if he needs that and he loses to Braun, then I just think we don't really need to see them fight one-on-one again. So I think Ludwig takes a pin and we can extend this Sheamus waiting for that one-on-one opportunity, because he's not getting these one-on-one opportunities. And when he does, it's interference, it's DQ, it's all these side effects. So Sheamus for Grand Slam champion is on my list before 2025. So they have one more month to do this.
True. Trina, how are you feeling about the triple threat? You thought it was a good call?
Sheamus is 46 years old.
30 over 40.
Sheamus is 46 years old. Seriously, I'm not gonna hold you. WWE in general dropped the ball on this card completely outside of the War Games matches. So I generally this is obviously a glorified bathroom break for me. But I think what happens is I think Sheamus pins Ludwig to win the strap. This way it protects Braun. It protects Braun because Braun doesn't take the pin. Sheamus becomes the Intercontinental Champion as for the Grand Slam. And then we move into the next agenda. Dom pinning Sheamus to become the Intercontinental Champion.
I like it. I love it. Already fantasy booking Dom and his championships.
I really thought the next agenda was Braun Breaker versus Gunther. He said Dom pinning Sheamus.
No, bro. Why would I want to see Gunther versus Braun Breaker? Jesus Christ! If I want to watch that, I can watch NXT UK's last episode when they fused the belts.
No, dude, hear me out though. Hear me out. He does the rope run where he runs 3 miles per hour and runs right into a chop.
First off, painful as hell. Have you ever ran 5 miles per hour into a chop? Just take the wind out that man.
Just take the wind. Oh man, you know what? I think it was a good call to make this. Like you said, it's one of those ones where you kind of want to protect everybody. You want to protect Braun. You want to protect Sheamus. Maybe that's why Luke was in it. Ironically, I think Lowood might win this and become Intercontinental Champion. Who knows? I could be wrong, and I probably am. But if Sheamus wins, good for him. He'll become a Grand Slam champion and doing something that most people don't do in their career, unless you're the Miz and you get to do it twice. So
insanity. It's crazy that Nate Ram talks all this shit about Trick Williams, but Trick Williams is a taller, faster, more athletic version of the Miz.
No.
Ooh, hot take.
Oh,
Hot take.
Conversation for a different day.
Chana, I know you have a lot of siblings. Chana, but you know, when we were younger, Nit Ram and I would fight. My mom would always just hit us in the back of the head and be like, "Y'all can't be fighting. Y'all, you only got each other. You got to be brothers. Say you're sorry and hug it out." And we had 2 brothers fighting Monday night, and it was some deep jabs, man. Some deep words were said. We talked about it earlier. Are you Team Kofi or are you Team Woods? So I'm bringing the question back. With all the jabs that were said on Monday night, Jono, are you Team Kofi or are you Team Woods?
I'm still Team Kofi. Xavier Woods is what we call in my household a liability. You know what I mean? Me and my wife would be watching the challenge, and I'd be looking at these people. I'm like, liability. And that's exactly what Xavier Woods is. He wants to call the plays, but how can you call plays if you never had to call your own plays and be successful? I'm not gonna hold you. Both these guys said some hurtful shit to each other. you know what I mean? That's some real sibling shit when you like
stuff you can't take back.
Stuff you can't take back. You just coming for your absolute jugular, and then you see each other like the next morning in the living room. You just look at them. You didn't even say sorry for the bullshit. Like, you watching this? Yeah. All right, move over.
You want to go get some food? Yeah, sure. Okay.
And you guys never say sorry about it. You guys just move
never
on.
Say sorry.
That's how Marks used to do me, bro. Me and Marks would get into these big fights, and then like 8 o'clock pop around, he'd be like, "Yo, you gonna watch Raw or not?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna watch Raw."
That's how he butters you up. He butters you up some wrestling.
How you feeling, man? Team Kofi or Team Woods?
Oh man, I'm Team Woods for the reason that I kind of get it. Woods feels overshine. You know, he's the back shadow of a 3-man faction, 2 which are world champions, 2 which are intercontinental former champions, 2 which are former. Like, think about it. I think Big E might be a Grand Slam champion too, unless he didn't get the U.S. title, but I really can't remember if he did or not. Something tells me Big E's a Grand Slam champion. So, I mean, like, you kind of feel like an afterthought. Like, when the New Day becomes Hall of Famers, who's getting most of the speech? It's going to be Kofi gets 10, Big E gets 5, and Xavier gets to thank his wife. Like, that's what it feels like. I get it. So, I like what Woods is saying, but at the same time, he's being reckless about it. But I think this all goes back to that interview that Kofi had earlier in the year, like before Mania, where he said he's at a point of his career where he wants to watch his kids, and they're at that age where they're playing sports and all this. So you're here first. My prediction is that Woods at Mania will fight Kofi Kingston in Kofi's last retirement match. It'll be career versus career.
I'm not gonna hold you. I don't think people would care. What are we in November? Keep this feud going for 5 months.
Hey man, we got
5 more
time.
months.
That's
Kofi,
crazy. That's abs.
When
What do you
Kofi,
do?
when
What do you
Chama,
do?
hear me
Hide
out.
them?
Hear me out. Hear me out.
You're gonna
hear me
hide
out.
them in opposite ends?
Nah, hear me out. They split up and Kofi wins a mid-card title. Just
Oh,
to
that's so
rub in the
petty.
face. I can do what you can't do.
That's so petty, but I love it.
Maybe I could see
So petty and evil.
I could see Woods versus Kofi January 6th, LA on Netflix.
Oh, you said January 6th. I'm like, what? The date of the
Loser.
insurrection? You're a madman.
Loser. No, just loser leaves Raw.
Nah, I want career for career.
You want
You're
hair
doing
for
too
hair.
much.
You want
like
somebody
that.
to lose their
Let
job?
us do the 30 over 40 first, so we can throw Kofi in there. You know what I mean?
Hair for
Kofi's
hair.
not 40 yet.
Kofi's old, bro. I'm gonna look. Hold on, I got you. Chill.
I'm looking it up
Oh,
right now.
Rick Abit says
Kofi's about to make the list.
Rick Abit says we need to stop thinking as fans for booking and think as Netflix executives and who they want to represent Raw. Brandon, the guys in the chat, he says what's up and also says Knit Ram, that is a nice. I need to get me one of those hoodies because it's getting cold. So Brandon, the guy, I'm gonna hit you.
I'm not
up.
gonna hold you.
Warm.
We only have t-shirts. Where's the hoodies at?
So we only got t-shirts. My birthday twin Hugh. Hugh's in the building. What is going on, Hugh? We hopped on a little earlier for the Thanksgiving weekend because Thursdays is usually our day.
I peep. 43 years old. He's safe for now.
He's safe for now. Okay.
Until August 14th, 2026. Kofi's safe for another year and a half.
Oh man,
it's gonna be vicious. It's gonna be vicious.
Weirdly,
I'm like, get this man off my TV.
Weirdly enough, man, I thought this was really weird, right? Shouts out to mouthing off with Mike. Our guy Mike was in the building on Monday Night Raw. He said, "Hey man, there's gonna be a big announcement. Y'all gonna want to tune in." I instantly already knew it was gonna be a title because what else? What big announcement can you have? You already said the biggest of all biggest things. You're moving to Netflix January 6th. You've been promoting all this other stuff. But there was a title announced before they went live. And I think they really should have done it live. I felt like it probably would have got a better reaction, but they did it towards the end of the show. But we are getting a women's Intercontinental Championship on the white strap, which tells me that the men's can never put it on the white strap ever again. And that's fine, I guess. But new title for Monday Night Raw, Women's Intercontinental Championship. Who do you think will be the first woman to hold this title, NetRam?
Jordan Grace.
A little ambitious.
I understand that it's a far shot, but apparently they want to move her out of NXT already. I think if you want to transition her, she could be the NXT representative in the tournament. She could win and she can get called up.
Chano, what you thinking?
Lyra Valkyrie.
I love her too.
Ooh, I like Lyra.
She's the only one that makes sense.
That is true too.
It's honestly her or Dakota Kai. Here's my issue with the mid card. Oh, there's also Zelina.
There's Zelina.
Yes. Yeah, don't forget my vote. Zelina Vega.
He switched up real quick. You're also forgetting the one woman who wants to do everything first, right?
Bro, they put that belt on Natalia.
I don't know about all that, but it only really makes sense for Lyra or Zelina, and then you give Dakota Kai something to actually work for. You know what I mean?
So
you also got the CBD group, Pure Fusion Collective. You know what I mean? The three of those women could try and get their hands on this.
Bro, they're gonna win. They're gonna become the tag team champions. I swear to God, because if Rick's fantasy booking comes true for what he thinks is gonna happen, I'm going to be physically sick. I'm gonna be throwing up. So Rick's idea, we have a group chat. So Rick's idea is that Tiffany's gonna cash in on Bianca, and then her and the partner for choosing to be the tag team champions, which would be absolutely disgusting. I would violently throw up all over my house.
You never know. It might come true. But new title was announced, man. The title is beautiful. It is gorgeous. I'm really happy for these women because we're starting to make history for women, right? And that's something that's great. That's something something that you want to achieve. And one thing that I think is going to be awesome is that we are actually, whoever it is, whoever they decide to push first to become that woman and is a Grand Slam champion is going to be an incredible sight. It's going to be just awesome. And then once that one woman gets it, everybody else is going to just start falling in line. I hope it's not Charlotte. I hope it's maybe like an Asuka.
That's a good point.
Get on, there's already
there's a new Grand Slam. They're no longer Grand Slam champions. They gotta recertify.
Well, then it should. I'm not gonna lie. It should be Charlotte Flair or Asuka.
Yeah.
What do you think? Charlotte's gonna come back at Saturday Night Main Event.
Asuka all day.
First thing notice the championship is named, then be like,
give it to Asuka.
I'm in the front of the line.
Hey, that's all she gotta do. She's a Flair. That's all she gotta do. Walk out there.
She already pushed Jade into a car. She's gonna win the United States Championship.
That's crazy.
Then whoever else she's gonna push into a car.
That's just gonna cause some fucking racial tension, especially to do it like in the state of Alabama. Like, yeah.
Brendan the guy says Bailey is the first Grand Slam.
Nah,
not anymore.
After Bailey's world title run, I have zero interest for a Bailey title run for a little while. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm straight.
True. That's true. Rick said, "Get your brown bag ready, Chana."
I swear to God, I'm a yak.
Oh man, let's move into a word from our sponsors, and then we're gonna get into Move the Needle, fellas. Rick, you just gotta let Chana be. Let Chana be, because he might leave the pod if you keep nagging him about it. But let's move into our sponsors.
What's up, my fellow bad guys? Just when you thought we were down bad, Brandy's here to pick us right back up. Thanks to our partnership with SeatGeek, we got good seats and great prices. New users can score a fantastic $20 off their final ticket purchase by using the exclusive promo code 4SidesOTR at checkout for any event. That's 4SidesOTR. Tell them the bad guy sent you.
Tell them the bad guy sent you. 4SidesOTR, SeatGeek. Get your tickets. If you used an email like our friends over there say at Wrestling Realm, just create a new email. 4SidesOTR for new users over tickets that are $50 or more. Move the Needle is a little interesting one because we talked about him a little bit earlier. But fellas, does Ludwig Kaiser move the needle? Let's start with Nate Ram.
Finally, you put one that I can say yes. Yeah, Ludwig's awesome, bro. He's a great promo. He's a great look. Like, not trying to be weird. Dude, a handsome dude. You know what I mean?
Why would that be weird?
He's fast. Hey, man. I know it's 2024 and you can say whatever you want, but people, they be jumping.
Why is that weird?
Because I don't say "hey yo" or all those phrases.
Listen, love who you love, bro.
All right, man. That's a handsome man. I'm jealous of Tiffany Stratton, right? That's
oh my!
You go post it on Twitter. Post that one on Twitter. I'm jealous of him. I'm jealous of her.
I'm clipping that and I'm tagging her daily.
Man, fabulous athlete. Like I said, like he's an interesting dude, and I don't see him being a main eventer. I don't ever see him being world champion, and that's not for everybody. But he's a good heel. He's credible. He's a great promo, and he's a great wrestler. There's nothing more I can ask for.
Chano Hayes.
I saw when you said great heel. I thought Nick Ram was in the hammer and the fact that he's a handsome man. I'm like, okay.
I almost said it again.
I was like, okay, buddy. Honestly, yeah, Ludwig's a great wrestler, but I personally, I don't care if I see him or if I don't see him. So no, he does not move the needle. Cool guy though. I just don't. I'm impartial to him. Like if he's on TV, cool. If he's not on TV, I'm not missing anything. You know what I mean?
I feel like I'm not jealous of Tiffany Stratton right now. I know you just got married.
I feel like I agree with Nate Raymond. I think Ludwig does move the needle. I've always been a fan with him, especially when he went out there and told Samantha Irvin to give him the mic. Ladies and gentlemen. I think we said one time in our previous episodes in the pod, Zombie King brought it up. He said, I would love for him to introduce me at my wedding. So I think Louis definitely does move the needle. He's an incredible talent, incredible promo. Like Nick Ram said, he's great in ring. Put the strap on him. Put the Intercontinental strap on him. That's what my twin is saying over here. Put the strap on him. He definitely moves the needle. You know, we just gotta just do the right thing. And I feel like if you put the strap on him and you make Gunther lose a strap, who would be the ring general now?
You work for me now.
Hey, right. Hey, I'm the captain now.
I'm not gonna hold you. That would be. I don't want to see Damien Priest with the strap again. That's just gross.
That's two of us.
That's just gross. Listen,
Yo.
even though he's Puerto Rican from New
Yo.
York and I was obligated to root for him, we barely made it through the first time.
Unless it means I'm getting Finn as a world champion for an actual world championship run this time, I don't want Damien Priest to get it.
Sure. Okay. Fellas, Karrion Kross, man. How does he go over? How does he get put over with this storyline that he's in with the Wyatt Six right now?
You want my honest answer?
Yes, sir.
He doesn't.
Ooh, you think
This is the end of the road, and we can't let go. And I want you to. No, honestly, I've been going to bat for Karrion Kross like very early into the podcast days. It's just he's a heel. He's a leader of a heel group that gets no movement. You know what I mean? He comes out, the crowd goes mad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I've seen the crowd pop more when they see just Scarlett on TV rather than just him. You know what I mean?
Real quick, Chana. If you would have saw Nikki Cross in the back of your mirror like that,
I'll do the same thing to her. The same thing if I saw Ruby Soho on top of my dress at 2:00 in the morning. I'm running. I'm palming my son like a football, and I'm out. My new wife got to understand. I can't carry all of us.
Neighbor, how you feeling, man? How do you put Karrion Kross over in the storyline that he's in with the Wyatt Six?
He has to drop the Miz to get over.
Because he's whack?
Simply for the fact, sure, that's a future Hall of Famer, first ballot.
He's gotta cry right there.
No,
he definitely was
first ballot.
I ever tell y'all how I'm jealous of Maurice? No. So pretty much, I think the Wyatts made it clear they want the Miz. This has nothing to do with Karrion. Karrion's kind of throwing his hat in the ring, like, "Yo, Miz, I got your back. Don't worry about it." Karrion doesn't get over until 3 months later, until people realize that his promos actually made sense, and then they're puzzling all these pieces together. So I think he gets a visual pin on, Uncle Howdy. A visual pin. He wins, and when he wins, he throws him to the Miz. This is not actual my beef. I did what I came to do. You can have him. And then the Wyatts, I don't know, eat the Miz. I don't know, whatever they do on these TVs nowadays. I don't know, man. They be doing stuff. They snapped his neck 2 weeks ago, and then he cut a promo talking about I should win an Oscar. I was like, bro, yeah, you should. You snapped your neck, and you're still talking. It's crazy.
That's
my go.
The guy said you're jealous because he's awesome.
Who, the Miz? Oh my god! I gotta deal with Trick Williams slander, but let me talk about the Miz, and then I'm starts choking up a little bit. Not Mike Mizanin.
Mike Mizanin. Well, we don't like to do spoilers, but we're going to do spoilers anyway because that's what happens when you do pre-recorded episodes, and people who don't know how to put their phones down and just enjoy the show post on Twitter. Fellas, Bailey is the 5th member for War Games.
It was announced on Monday.
Yeah, it was Raw.
Oh, I thought they haven't decided yet. I just thought when she helped, they were like, "Oh, is she gonna be?"
No. They posted, bro. They posted a graphic like 5 minutes later.
Okay, well then, should Bailey be the 5th member for War Games, Chana?
Who else is gonna be? You're running out of. Who's it? It could have been Kairi Sane. It could have been so simple. Like Io could have been like Kairi Sane, and she could have been like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." But instead, Bianca's like, "I don't know about another Damage Control member." Like Io wasn't terrorizing the SmackDown roster for months on end. Dolo by herself. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you forgave her, but Bailey's the issue.
You could even brought back an Asuka, you know what I mean? If you didn't want Kairi Sane.
I think she's still dealing with her injury.
I know. I hate it. I want my girl to come back so bad.
Yeah, I think she's still a little banged up. I think Asuka's up there in age too, so you gotta let these older people heal properly.
She's still incredible.
How old is
How you
Asuka?
feeling? How you feeling, Nick? Should Bailey have been the 5th member for War Games?
Like
2
Charles
more
said,
years.
I don't think it even mattered because it's like Chano said, like all these girls just forgave each other. Bailey had issues with damage control. Apparently, that's not an issue. Bailey had issues with Bianca when she was in damage control. Apparently, that's not an issue. Bianca had issues with Io Sky 3 weeks ago. Apparently, that's not an issue. So they don't care, bro. Honestly, they don't care. I think they were like, yo, Jade's hurt. Who do we got? They saw Bailey in catering. They're like, yo, Bailey, when's the last time he was on TV? She was like, I don't know. I think Mania. Yo, go ahead and put on your boots. You're about to be out there, girl. And that's pretty much how it went.
I'm not gonna
Honestly, I
hold you.
feel like they were like, yo, send Indy Hartwell out. And they were like, yo, we fired her. And they're like, oh, snap. What are we going to do then?
Yo, first off, I got two things. First, I got 2 things I want to say. One, how fucked up is it that they fire Indy Hartwell and then Candice LeRae immediately starts getting somewhat of a push? That's one. That's diabolical.
She's
That's
speed champion.
bro. It's absolutely insane. 2, yeah. Every time when I saw Rhea Ripley pop up on the screen, I was like, in my head, I'm like, damn, that's Batman right there. This nigga go, oh yeah, Batman.
She had to switch the match up. Rick Abe said what Kieran Cross posts on social is way better than what he put when the Cross 100%. On TV. Kieran Cross probably does have the best social media
Twitter
platform.
Friends.
Yeah, he is the best Twitter.
He's great. He's generally great. The thing is, he can't get the crowd to give a damn. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like the biggest, like if you're getting booze, that's one thing. He's getting indifference. People are indifferent to him, and that's the problem. It's not a matter of in ring work. That's fine. He can cut a decent promo. He's fine. People are just indifferent, bro. Like it just. You got 2 scary motherfuckers called AOP, and motherfuckers still not booing you. You know what I mean? It's like I like him a lot. Like I really hope he lands on his feet immediately. Just,
you know who's not on this card, and you know the crybabies are crying. They are crying.
3 pay-per-views haven't defended. 3 PLEs he hasn't defended.
Is it disrespectful that Cody Rhodes isn't on the PLE for Survivor Series War Games this weekend, Nick Ram?
I'll tell you what's disrespectful. The fact that people keep bringing up the fact that Finn Balor and JD aren't defending those titles, but no one cares when Cody doesn't do it. Some straight disrespect right there. Honestly, I didn't even notice until this made like headlines. That's how much I don't care about the Cody Rhodes range right now. I didn't even know he wasn't on the card until this made headlines. I thought he was naturally fighting Kevin Owens. I don't even know.
That's happening at Main Event now in New York.
Well, how special for New York?
Yeah, but yeah. Woo!
I would tell you how jealous of Chano.
I'm not going. That's just expensive, bro.
Chano, how you feeling about Cody not being on Survivor Series? You think it's disrespectful?
I just want the Cody Crybabies to keep the same energy. My man hasn't defended in 3 PLEs, and this is a big 4 PLE, and my man is not defending. Instead, we're getting a poopy ass LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura match at Survivor Series. Fucking crazy. You know how disrespectful? You want to talk about disrespectful? It's disrespectful that we have that match in the card.
with the 1.5 week storyline.
Bro, 1.5 week. Bro, I saw the spoiler for Friday and I was like, damn, this sucks. This honestly is terrible. I'm gonna ruin it anyway because NetRam told us the future. He had a vision. Fucking Shinsuke defeats Andrade like in a 1-on-1 match. Like, damn, bro. Like we really spent 2.5, 3 months building up Andrade for him to lose to Shinsuke.
And y'all want me to watch SmackDown?
Hold on. I'm gonna pull up Shinsuke's age right now.
And they wanted Andrade to go back to WWE.
No, I like Shinsuke. Okay, Shinsuke.
With that being said,
Shinsuke has 4 months.
Happy birthday!
Get off my
birthday,
TV.
Chano's gonna be like, Chano gonna write a whole message to me. I think we're all aware of the situation here.
Yo, bro.
30 over 40, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like I had the people at the AEW event looking at me crazy when I said I got a prejudice over wrestlers that are over 45. They're like, why? I'm like, bro, because they changed their whole moveset to an old man moveset. Like, bro, I came to watch you be athletic as hell and ball out. But instead, I'm watching you have an old man moveset, moving like Bobby Lashley with a basic ass power slam. I'm like, the only two wrestlers over 45 that can still move is Jeff Jarrett. One, because he has the same moveset so since he first started wrestling, it's never changed. And two, Dustin Rhodes, because I don't
Rey
know how,
Mysterio.
but stop it. That man's had 8 knee surgeries in his left knee alone,
He
bro.
still got it.
Bro, he does. You know why? Because he's doing stem cell research on his knees. That's why. My man has to go get my man's had to go get stem cell surgery on his body to turn back the hands of time for a little bit.
Channel,
And he,
I was gonna say, you sound like that commercial where they like don't try at home. Where Rey Mysterio was like, I had 9 knee surgeries.
in my left leg.
Channel just threw that in his face, like, yeah, why are you still doing this, bro?
Bro, like, bro, it's mad funny because I remember seeing an interview. He was like he was talking to Viking Son, and he was like, yeah, I told him you have to slow down. I'm like, yo, Ray, this is the pot calling the kettle black. Like, bro, like you're still doing this yourself. You had 9 surgeries on that same leg. Bro, like I guarantee you, like you got the guy who did your surgery on the leg, like he's in your basic thread. I guarantee you he gets a holiday card every single holiday because you know you're gonna have to end up going back to him once again.
You know who looks painful when they're just standing and wrestling is Tanahashi, because I've known he's mad surgeries on his legs, and him just standing looks painful. Like,
you know what that means? Every time it rains, he knows a week in advance because all that metal in his goddamn leg. I guarantee it. I guarantee you the Rey Mysterio can go to an airport and be like, it's coming from the east. Bro, you know what I mean? Like, bro, like.
No, yeah, I feel that 100%. There was some other disrespect happened or just some breaking news technically coming out earlier today. AEW had pulled Ricky Stark's GCW events, pulled all of them. Was this a good move by AEW, Shauna?
TK petty as hell, but I love it. Honestly, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm strictly going to AEW events from now on. You will not catch me at a WWE event. I'm not gonna hold you. I have way more fun at a live AEW event. So good job, TK.
Never, how do you feel about this?
So I was under the impression that it was just Ricky Starks, but apparently he pulled all the AEW talent out. So if GCW really thinks they're trying to compete with AEW, they kind of just, bite the hand that feeds you. That being said, I don't think GCW needs AEW stars. GCW has an amazing roster. I like a lot of the guys on there. They have a loyal fan base, and this is all over the Hammerstein Ballroom or whatever it is. Then this is petty as hell. And like Chano said, I love it.
I don't really think it. I think it's more than just the ballroom, right? I think it's. I think GCW is going to be one of those promotions that are ID'd, and I don't think Tony Khan wants his guys, dipping their toes in the water over there, So if it is over the ballroom, definitely petty. But TK got to say business is business. That's the WWE model. So you just got to understand it, and hopefully Ricky Stark shows his face around AEW then hopefully soon. His interview with Chris Van Vliet was wild. I mean, my man was shitting on the company that literally helps him pay his bills. So,
I'm not mad at it.
I do the same thing. I'm not gonna lie.
The same thing.
Bro, I'm not mad at it. Bro, you gotta think about it. So I understand that TK has the right to add injury time onto contracts and things like that. But at the same time, like you're still paying him a paycheck and they don't want to be there. You know what I mean?
Hey, pettiness, bro.
Bro, that's petty. Like, don't worry, I'm still gonna pay you for this extra year and a half and then let you stay home.
In a sense, it's icing them out. It's getting their value down lower. So that way when they go to another company, they'll be like, wow, I was worth this. I'm like, bro, no one's seen you in a year. Why would I pay you that much? It's a page right out of the old man's.
I love
yes, but this is what's gonna end up happening, right? This was gonna end up happening. You're gonna lower the shit out of his value. WWE's gonna sign him for a fifth of what he's actually worth for a 3 to 5 year contract. He's gonna absolutely ball the fuck out, right? He's gonna
in the mid card division.
In the mid card division. And then it's be like everybody's be like, oh my god, like he was home this whole entire time. He could have been doing this. And they were like, damn. But instead, like, bro, like let him get his money's worth. You cripple your competition, cripple their books, because WWE's clearly not paying people what they used to. Or not willing to. You know what I mean? And max him out. But instead, nah, you give him a man's of steel. Because what do you think is gonna happen to Ray Phoenix? You know what I mean?
Right.
Phoenix is gonna go on a steal too, and hopefully Penta and Phoenix do not join
Well,
the
Penta
NWO.
Penta's gonna be. I'm just here. I'm gonna say it right now. Penta, as soon as he goes to WWE, he's gonna be speed champion. First title he wins.
Actually, I have a prediction that while they're waiting for Ray Phoenix, Penta signs a small term with TNA while they have a partnership.
That would have been a couple months.
Wouldn't be
Yeah,
mad.
you know what I'm saying?
Wouldn't
It'll
be
build up
mad
his
at that.
stock. They'll make him champion again. He's a well-known name. It'll build up his stock because TNA's losing a lot of talent.
Rick said TK needs to worry about the Jags more.
Yo, I was talking about it. Who was I talking to about? I don't know if it was at GCW or AEW. But I was talking about imagine that Shad Khan, he does a trade with TKO. He trades the Jacksonville Jaguars for WWE. Could you imagine?
Could you imagine?
And this is how you do it. Instead of CM Punk at War Games, it's Kenny Omega. And that's how you find out. And then ESPN breaks.
Right.
Then
instead of CM Punk, they
breaks
could have did
news.
instead of CM Punk, they could do like John Bones Jones.
No, but that's the thing. TKO doesn't own WWE no more. They own the Jacksonville Jaguars.
No, I see what you're saying.
They traded WWE to AEW. So you see Kenny Omega.
Okay.
Now Trevor Lawrence is fighting in the UFC cage
Against John Bones Jones. That'd be crazy.
Because John Bones Jones for starting quarterback.
I'm not gonna hold you. TKO might allow fans to beat the shit out of Trevor Lawrence if they paid him enough in the octagon.
Oh man, fellas, we have Survivor Series this weekend, so you know what that means. We got to go ahead and make our margarita match predictions. Let's go ahead and step inside the Koto Bar. Margarita match predictions at the Koto Bar. You already know what's up. We give you the matches that we think you should go and make a margarita. I don't know how this card is going to start, but I'm just going to take a wild guess. I feel like we're going to start with the United States Championship match. LA Knight, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Margarita.
Is this a margarita match?
I'm just gonna have two on deck. So when I finish the first one, I can just go straight into my second one.
How you feeling?
Oh man, this is a pay-per-view I'm not gonna watch live, so I'm gonna say if I did watch it live, it'd probably be a hardcore shot. So plot the whiskey.
Half the bottle to the face.
Who do you guys got winning, LA Knight or Shinsuke Nakamura?
LA Knight has a custom belt that has LA all over the belt. LA Knight's retaining.
Yes, sir.
My man's not dropping the strap no time soon.
Plus, they got to build a story out of this, so I don't even think it's gonna be a clean.
That's
finish.
true. But with this right here, man, you're doing what Chano hates, and you're making pointless heels.
Yep.
Mans don't win matches. Shinsuke became a pointless heel when he lost to Cody Rhodes. No, I'm not gonna hold you.
True.
When he didn't win the strap against Seth Rollins, and then he went to a pointless feud against Cody Rhodes, I was like, damn, my man's pointless as hell.
True. Up next, we have the Triple Threat Intercontinental Championship match. Braun Breaker, Sheamus, Ludwig Kaiser. Is this a margarita match?
Now
Two margaritas in, I'm going with some crab. I'm just going. Just give me another two margaritas lined up.
Just another two. Fair enough. We have who do you think is taking that title though?
I got Sheamus to feed my Dom agenda.
Give me a Breaker retention.
I got Ludwig Kaiser. Looks like we're all over the place on that match. Up next, we have Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Bayley, Naomi, Io Sky versus Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and Candice LeRae in the Women's War Game match. Is this a margarita match?
No, but you know what really grinds my gears? That Liv and Nia are two world champions, and they're gonna lose this match. And they shouldn't lose this match. They should not lose this match at all. But Candice LeRae's in this match, and she's getting pinned. So that's all I know.
Get Ram.
I think they're gonna try something here to protect everybody, and Tiffany Stratton will pin her own teammate.
She's gonna cash in the middle of the match.
In the middle of the match, I think Tiffany cashes in, and technically that's the end of the match. And I think it protects everyone in there. I think she goes in with the briefcase, and they all hit her with the briefcase. but the briefcase is in the ring, and she cashes in during the match on Nia, and no one knows what to do.
I got her cashing in afterward because if she cashes in the middle of the match, isn't that just a 10 woman
free for all
title match?
Everyone starts pinning Nia.
Bro, like nah, it's just a 10. It's just the most insane 10-person match at once.
Who do you guys? It sounds like chances on the team fantasy team that was just built out of nowhere. Remember who you think's winning this?
No.
Give me the
Listen,
chance if that
I
doesn't
want
happen,
the heels.
I got Tiff Cashman.
I want the heels to win. I just don't believe in them. Triple H has given me no reason to believe in heels.
Fair enough. Okay. Fair enough.
And plus, Rhea looks like Batman. It's the fucking mask. We can't root against Batman.
We have a World Heavyweight Championship match. Gunther versus Damien Priest. This is a margarita match.
3 margaritas, and I'm going somewhere.
Who do you guys got winning this match?
The ring general.
Gunther. Okay, we're all right there. And then we have the main event: Roman Reigns, the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, Sami Zayn, CM Punk versus the new Bloodline 2.0, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Bronson Reed. Is this a margarita match?
Nah, but I'm gonna be drinking a margarita after CM Punk. GTS is Roman Reigns for Solo to pin.
This is like the only match, Chano, that I'm gonna ask you not to spoil for me while I'm at WrestleCade.
If I'm 3 margaritas,
he's already like 8 margaritas down, bro.
Martin,
Chano, I'm gonna be texting you the WrestleCade results, and you're gonna be like, I don't care. Like, yo, bro, this guy just beat. You'll be like, I don't care. I'm like, bro, Shelton Benjamin just beat Speedball Mike Bailey. You're gonna be like, bro, what?
I'm like, what does that do? Does that move the needle? Bro,
With that being said,
I'm gonna be 8 margaritas in, Martin. I'm sorry, I don't have control over who I am at that point. Bro, I was so obnoxious at Full Gear, bro. Just drunk off my margaritas, just shitting on Bobby Lashley. It was, bro. The claim came out, and I looked at Tino. I was like, "You better put your fucking scissors away."
Oh man, well, you have your margarita match predictions from your boys here. Remember to always drink responsibly, because if you don't, we will send the Zombie King to your house to give you some pop-up power bombs. So
actually, if you actually don't drink responsibly, this way we can get the Zombie King back from vacation.
But please drink responsibly. With that being said, let's move into our main event question of the night.
It looks like all the talking has been done. It's time for the main event.
Main event question, fellas. Should the WWE add NXT back to Survivor Series? Chano Hayes.
Sure, whenever the men's division decides to catch up.
Okay.
The women are there, just the men aren't.
Yes, but this wasn't the year to do it. I can agree on that point. I don't think with the Bloodline story there was nowhere to add them. Maybe in the women's, if they want to throw Roxanne Perez, but then like Chano said, that's a lot of women champions in that match. So yeah, this just wasn't the line to do it. But next year for sure, if they're not in it, I don't know. I'll go to Chano's house and I don't know, put a bunch of Legos on this floor.
Now I'm gonna text you the results directly. And I'm gonna put it in invisible ink too, so you have no choice but to wonder where it is.
I agree. I agree with Nick Rim on this one, man. Yeah, this wasn't the right time to do it, but maybe you should, in the future, let's hopefully see, like Chana says, when the men finally catch up, because they have the team for the women. The women's division's already there. But you don't want to see, like, I would like to see the old school where it's Raw champion versus SmackDown champion versus the NXT champion, but the NXT champion just isn't there, sadly. I know Nick Rim wanted me to say that. Actually, he paid me to say it. He said, say this about Trick Williams. I'll cash out you $5. Cash out me $5, so I said it. But yeah, hopefully one day we will see an NXT Invasion again, and then hopefully it be coming towards Survivor Series.
I'm not gonna hold you. If there was to be an NXT Invasion right now and Trick Williams just pulls up on Gunther, I'm like, damn, My man is a liability right now to the cause.
He'd be over though.
He would be over. They'd be like, whoop that trick, chop,
And then
whoop
chop,
that
yeah, I'll say
trick,
chop,
chop,
he was
whoop
straight
that
chop.
trick, chop, whoop that. It's gonna be, it's gonna be crazy.
Oh man, with that being said, fellas, let's go ahead and get our plugs and get up out of here.
All right, so you can find me at CHANCKO _. You can also find the Twitter at 4SIDESOTR on Twitter. And we also have a Blue Sky account. Bear with me because they have these crazy, obnoxious, long ass names. It is 4SIDESOTR .BSKY.social SOCIAL. It's a lot, guys. I'm not gonna hold you. So just add us on MySpace at 4 Sides of the Ring. We'll put you in the top 5.
And of course, I'm the one that makes them say, "Oh damn, I'm Knit Ram." And you can catch me on Twitter at NITRAM_4SOTR. That's NITRAM_4SOTR. Where this week I will be defending something in wrestling. I don't know yet. I'm done defending AEW.
You already know, man. I'm Marcus. You can find me at the founder MH, but most importantly, man, you can follow us on all of our social media platforms. 4 Sides of the Ring podcast on Instagram, 4 Sides OTR on X. We are on Blue Sky. We are on Threads. We're on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, comment. Other than that, man, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I hope everyone enjoys their family time. Enjoy this long weekend. Enjoy Survivor Series. And always remember, if you are not enjoying wrestling, you are not watching it right. We will catch you guys next week. Oh, you can also catch us if you're in the Carolinas. Catch me, Knit Rim, Brandy Savage at WrestleCade. We will be out there. If you can find us, we will have some merch and some gear.
Sidebar, if you guys don't enjoy some Survivor Series, it's not you guys. It's a real shitty ass card outside of the War Games matches. So,
Hey, we'll catch you guys next week.
I'm not gonna hold you. If I pay